I guess you're here to talk about my AR project. I know that we're supposed to discuss just a couple different things, and I thought I might tell you about my AR project and some of the plans that I have for it. What I really would like to study about and do some research and use my current students for is to look at the lack of motivation that I find a lot of my students have. I teach agricultural education, and I teach classes like general horticulture and natural resources, nursery landscape design. And what I find is that there's just a lot of students that just are lacking motivation to do what needs to be done in the classroom. So my intention for my AR project is to look at the integration of technology in my classroom and in the current curriculum to increase motivation in my students. I'm looking forward to hopefully some good results. And I have a couple hurdles that I need to jump, and that is we don't have a lot of technology at my school, and we don't have a lot of funds. So what we're going to do is in that landscape design class, besides doing a lot of the hands-on drawing, we're going to hopefully integrate a program called Dynascape. And I'd like to, through some training that I went through, integrate a stronger deal with it and see if that's something that I can grab the kids' attention with by integrating that, the use of videos, and the use of some online record-keeping skills. So I'm hoping those will be some of the ways that I can increase motivation. I know that my target audience may be a little different than most, but I'm hoping that that one will be diverse enough to hopefully see where that motivation and technology can kind of blend together. Some things that I plan on doing is using some pre- and post-test surveys. I've got my pre-test already made up, and then of course my post-test I'm going to tweak just as the semester goes. But I'd like to also do a lot of observations. I do observations constantly. Where are the kids at? What are they doing? You know, at what stage of development and learning are we? But I'd like to really see, you know, am I increasing their motivation? Am I losing them? Is this something that's really appealing to my students and allowing them to get motivated in the subject matter and increase their engagement as well? And I'd like to compare a couple different things from last year's or previous year's students with these students. One thing in particular is the quality of work. If they're motivated, they're hopefully going to take a greater interest in producing higher quality work rather than just slapping something on the paper to say that they've completed. So I want to look at the overall quality of work versus the overall quality work for this year. Previous years I've had some really good students, but on average you just have a few of those that are really, really motivated, and then the rest of them just get it on paper. So I'd like to see if maybe I can increase my numbers of students that really grab a hold of the curriculum and do really well. I'd like to also see how far along in the curriculum I can get with them. You know, if I'm just barely dragging them along and they're just getting what they need to, that's pretty normal. I'd like to see if I can get them beyond just that spoon-fed, here's the information, here's what you need, to some real critical thinking, problem-solving type skills. I'd like to do that with the integration of technology. With today's kid, I think that that's what they need and that's what they really like. And by feeding them with something that they really like, hopefully they'll take a hold of it and really try to do a little bit more with the projects and more with the curriculum. Now, if you excuse me, it's really close to midnight and I need to finish my homework. So hopefully that's enough about my AR project, and you can contact me if you need any more. But I think we're going to have a pretty good project.